this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Irving, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. He has 7.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Jackson, following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
Well, that's not easy to box out like that. It's just great footwork, and that gave him just the time he needed.
KD can't get it to go. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Paul George will force you to stay balanced defensively, because if you have a miscue, he will find the open guy.
Durant kicks to Simmons. Curry outside. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Right side, George.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Pass to Leonard. Rebound Andre Drummond.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Now the pass to Curry. From downtown, and Irving with the basket on the assist by Curry. Irving's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets. Pass to Leonard. Over Durant. Leonard, no luck.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
They double team KD. And a wide open look for Simmons. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Outside, George. Jackson up top. Pass to George. Knocked away. Just 5 on the clock. And they get it. And again, no good by the Clippers. Nets leading by 14. Durant down low. Defended by George. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 6 points.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Leonard with the bucket.
What a smooth-looking release from Kawhi Leonard. Doing work in the mid-range. That is his comfort zone.
Irving way outside. It's rebounded by Leonard.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Brooklyn. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly. And one of the game's elite closers, Kyrie Irving, describes his approach down the stretch.
For me, I just try to feel out the game, think about plays that I could run in order to execute.
Greg, that's reminiscent of quotes we used to hear from Kobe Bryant, how certain moves and possessions set up defenders for the next time.
Well, Kyrie definitely has that Mamba mentality. Kobe was a big influence on him, as we all know.
At the line.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nets.
They've definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
And what passing we've seen from this group already, too. They could put up a big number in the assist column by the end of this one.
Ben Simmons is out there with Andre Drummond. And there's Seth Curry. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's KD in at the 3. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. The basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks. And here is Powell after the three-pointer from KD. And KD's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets.
Wait, think about it.
And it goes down!
He did it! No, he didn't!
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answer?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Passes to Leonard. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Here, Brooklyn ball.
Irving from long range. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Irving's got 13.
Now, don't sleep on Kyrie Irving's perimeter game. Yes, he can get inside and score at will, but boy, you better check that jumper.
They grabbed their own miss.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Nets passing it around. The pass to KD. He takes it in, and then Durant with the jam.
I'll tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Down low, and Simmons slams it in.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Simmons against Leonard. It's Powell with the drive. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
This is Powell at his best. In attack mode, he is hard to stop.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Here's Powell. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Nobody near Leonard. Hits it from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
Well, what makes Kawhi so problematic in the pick and roll? He can do about anything he wants out of it, including keep the basketball.
Irving misses. And Simmons kicks to Curry. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Terrence Mann. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Jackson. Softly drops in the floater. Jackson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That was a tough shot. I mean, Jackson has practiced that, but he makes it look effortless right there. Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
Yeah, we could feel that one all the way over here. Clippers have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. It's Powell with the drive. Batum wide open. He fires. Again, the Clippers.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
Durant against Batum. Rebound by the Clippers. 1 second left. That one, no good.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what was your plan for tonight?
I was trying to get assists at the beginning, and I'm just having a good time out here. Got it going a little bit. Enjoying myself.
Okay, Kyrie, we'll see you in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 21 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. It's hard to imagine how he could have been any better in the first 2 quarters. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
They're getting everything they could ask for at the perimeter. Finding open shots, making the defense look foolish, honestly. You don't like to say that, but that's what they're doing. But that defense has to adapt. The threes will just keep coming down if they don't.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Clippers?
Just bad interior defense from them throughout the half. They're getting pushed around, not protecting the rim, allowing easy looks. That's the kind of D I love to face. I've had at least 30 by now, guys.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
The net shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Leonard and Morris are up in the forward positions. And it's Zubac in at the center. And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment, and boy, Kawhi has.
Jackson dishes to Leonard. Here's George, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first foul.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Left side, Irving. Outside for Curry. Pass to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Durant. Curry's got 11. And with Paul George in his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Outside Irving. The dish to Curry. They double-team Curry. Stolen by Jackson. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
For the Clippers, Robert Covington's checked in for Zubac, and it's Kennard in for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you respect the jump shooting, so you close tight, and Kevin Durant gets off on the dribble drive.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jackson passes to George. Lays it up off the glass.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Covington's shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Out to KD. Curry on the wing. Brooklyn gets it back with the new shot clock at 14.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Irving can't hit. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Wasted no time on that one. George has got 8.
Now, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
And it's good for 2.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And George, here we go. And he gets the bucket. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
There's a toughness in the attitude of Paul George. Perfectly fends off the D on his way to the rack.
KD passes to Irving. Back to KD. In the corner, Irving with it. The Nets working the ball around now. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the force used by Drummond on that one, wrapping the play up with a big putback slam.
George with the bucket.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. And so it's Brooklyn in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Durant, Aldridge out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Dragic in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Kevin Durant on a prototypical KD role. My man is going.
And Los Angeles guys shooting well. 50% from the floor. Curry against Kennard. Pass to Mann. Zubac trying to break loose. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Here's Dragic from outside, and Drummond kicks to Dragic. Sinks the triple.
By no means a volume shooter. Dragic picks his spots and is very solid from deep.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Here's Mann. Banked in off the glass.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Curry dishes to KD. Driving inside. And he banks in the layup. Durant's got 29 in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Kennard. Makes it off the glass. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Dragic taking his time here. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. Drummond passes to Dragic. Aldridge dishes to Drummond, and here is Durant. The long-distance three is buried. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
It doesn't matter the zip code. Kevin Durant, when he steps over the half-court line, is in his trigger range. My goodness.
Zubac's the best of man. To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
And Durant launches from deep. And with the rebound. Clippers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Good on the triple.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Got a piece of it. Here's Aldridge. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Aldridge has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Kennard. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Dragic with the ball for the Nets.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Kevin Durant.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And the great thing about Durant, he gives you a lot of everything.
Yeah, it goes way beyond being... versatile. This guy is a great shooter, an elite historical scorer, rebounder, passer, shot blocker, one of the most complete players in the history of the game.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that Mobile One block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
1:07 left in the fourth. Oh, Covington in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Curry kicks to KD. Aldridge, the pass to Dragic. Takes a 3, buries it from 3-point range.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Defended by Drummond. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Not letting that one fly. Drummond using his height and wingspan to deny the shooter.
Brooklyn making some changes. Ben Simmons comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Irving subbed in for Goran Dragic. Here's Coffey. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Durant. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. A 3 from Simmons. Here's Drummond. Simmons trying to get open. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're up by 32. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. .11 left in the fourth quarter. Hartenstein passes to Coffey. Driving the lane. Good on the shot.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look right at the cup. Nicely done.
Right side Durant. Bucket's good.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
And they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much. KD, what was the big thing to secure this win?
I like how active we were on the defensive side of the ball to start the game. We made shots tonight, and it's always good when you make shots. It brings more energy into the building, and I'm glad we got a W.
You earned it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.